overall, I think one plus, the guys kept playing hard. They kept hitting to the last snap. And you can't really assume that from high school kids. But your guys are different. They don't look at the scoreboard and go, oh, we give up. They kept hammering, and I think it affected the tone of the game in the second half. Because some teams would just give up. And you guys don't lay down.
No, our kids, their mindset is different. We just gotta, we're gonna look at the tape, make the corrections as if when we won games, Definitely hats off to Bosco, but that's why we play these games, so we can go ahead and look at the weaknesses, because this team has done things to us that no other team has done. We still got St. Louis, and Honolulu. We got St. Louis next, so we got to go make corrections. We got to look at ourselves as coaches, myself too included, and as players, and just make sure, don't panic, but we got to improve.
I know you want to get out of this as healthy as possible. So obviously you got like 2-3 guys got dinged up pretty good. One could have been really bad, but it looks like he's gonna be maybe okay, maybe a whiplash kind of effect on his neck. But he walked off the field fine.
Kai Banks, he took a nasty hit.
I watched the replay, and the guy actually came in with his shoulder and his head.
It's football, man. It's football. So the guy came in, made a play. But unfortunately, you can't hit someone in the head like that anymore. Back in my day, that gotta be a player of the game, probably, or that'd be the Katusha of the game, as Larry Price would say.
Back then, it was like, oh, how many battle scars you got in your helmet? That was like a prize.
Right, but today's game, that's a 15-yarder. So, but Kai Banks doing well, smiling on the sideline, and he'll definitely be back. But we'll hold him out Monday as a precaution to see how it goes.
Looking at the tape, is that going to wait until tomorrow or Monday, or are you guys going to go in tonight and take a look tonight?
Well, I'm going to go tonight.
Oh, the replay's on TV too, but you guys have your own tape.
Yeah, we have our own huddle.
So that's something you do by yourself sometimes, or are you going to have some of the staff with you?
No, we have a coaches meeting if we have to, and but definitely go in.
It's a short week, kind of.
Yeah, short week. So that's why we got to start tonight. So but we've already scouted St. Louis, so.
I hope you banked up your sleep debt, so when you have those short hours this week, you're gonna be okay, and not short ends. But that happens to all good coaches. You guys
it's go time, so.
Yeah, you guys don't worry about that.
We're good.
What's your favorite source of caffeine, or are you completely caffeine free?
No, water. I'm trying to eat healthy. The problem is every day is day one for me. So, it's a struggle, but definitely trying to drink water.
I find that too. There's sugar and caffeine in almost everything at 7-Eleven. So
too many gummy bears lying around.
But when it's time to sleep, I'm sure your wife says, "Hey, that's enough for today. Let's call it a day."
Right. Well, I don't actually go to sleep. I crash wherever I end up. But hey, you can go back tonight, look at the tape, and correct it by Monday.
I thought the front seven was solid. They only give up, I think, first half it was like I had 35 yards on 15 carries, 36 yards rushing. They tried to run, but they were just content just to.
Well, we just gave them too many opportunities on offense. We just threw the ball right to them and threw it to a covered guy, and they made a play, and the turnovers killed us in the first half.
So you guys had 2-3 people on DJ a number of times, and he was like Big Ben back there, like the full-grown Big Ben, shaking people off.
Well, that's like I said, that's why we play these guys. So that's what we wanted. We want to be exposed on our weaknesses, so that we can get ready for the St. Louis's. So,
what do you think now? Now that St. Louis last night had to rally, does it change anything for the kids? For you guys, you know exactly what it takes, but for the kids, not necessarily the standout guys. The standout guys, they've been through it, but maybe like the first-year starters, they look at Puno and go, well, if we hit like that, if we rap and we're solid fundamentally, not only can we beat St. Louis, but we could do some damage.
Yeah, well, we believe that no matter what. So, last night's game was evident that there's two great teams that went at it, and it was one of the best games I've ever watched in my life. and that's great coaches, great players, and it went toe to toe. It went back and forth, and and put on. Give them credit because they always fought back and they made plays, and it was always exciting to see that these players. And they're so intense from the beginning to the end. I stayed to the very end, and I wanted to see what would happen after. And it was awesome because they came together and they respect each other. Because at the end of the day, we're all 8 away and we all know one another.
Yeah.
But man, I got to tell you that game, in my opinion, one of the best games I've ever watched.
Top five.
No, I say best because, or one of the best because just the way it went, and you forget these are high school kids.
Yeah. I like the way both teams. There probably were 1 or 2 plays like that where guys were selfish, but most of the time they were unselfish. They weren't trying to go for the headhunter or kick stick. They were just wrapping and containing the best they could.
Well, there's a lot of hard hitting on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
A lot of hard hitting, a lot of great players in that field last night.
I mean, I'm sure the coaches told them, don't be selfish, just hit, just wrap, gang tackle, and let's try and see what happens. Right. Just strip the ball a few times.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Well, thank
Appreciate
you.
your time, man.
All right.